Sometimes when you see stamps, you see parts you want to isolate, and when you have a stamp like this, it's easy. You just mask off the bottom part, stamp, and then mask off the top part to stamp the second part. It becomes more difficult when you have these kinds of stamps, all filled with beautiful words you want to stamp on their own. If, for example, you want to use Great Hugs, you need to mask off the top, the bottom, but also mask off the left part and the right part to isolate the words to ink them up. That's why I decided to cut up my stamps. I lay down my stamps on some printer paper and having the letters facing up. To be able to see my letters better, I'm inking them up. I'm using a ruler with a grid that will help me to cut as straight as possible in between the letters, and I'm using an X-Acto knife. First thing you do is cover up all the letters with the ruler. Make sure you have all the top parts covered, like the tops of the T's or a D or an F. Also be very careful because the ink is making it slippery. When everything is covered up, you move up your ruler a tiny bit so you are safe to cut. The second cut is more difficult as there's less space in between the words. So now you really have to take care not to cut the top of your letters, but also watch those letters coming down, like a P or a Y. Some of those parts are really close together. To cut off the last part, you can support your ruler by laying the first part of your stamp underneath it. If you want to stamp only one single word, all you have to do now is take out one strip of words and mask off the left part and the right part. I'm heat embossing the big dragonfly from this Live in the Moment set onto 300 GSM Canson Montval watercolor paper. The little pink bag contains baby powder and it will prevent my powder to stick where it isn't supposed to. I want my dragonfly to have some shimmer, and that's why I'm using the Zig Pearlescent Jewel Box watercolors. When my dragonfly was dry, I've got him out, and then I found him a bit too pale, so I brought in my teal zircon twinkling H2O to give him a bit more color.